Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the AWL Commissioner, and once again it is my duty and honour to announce the card for our next Click-Per-View extravaganza, Aki Assault. The main event of Aki Assault. Wonder Kid will defend the Animated Wrestling League World Heavyweight Championship against the winner of the 5-star tournament, American Beetle. In the semi-final match, the Governor will put his money where his mouth is. Or, as the children would say, it is put up or shut up time. As a matter of fact, Governor, please allow me to address you directly. If you think you are so much better than the light heavyweights of the AWL, prove it. At Aki Assault, Governor, you shall participate in the first ever AWL Gauntlet match, and you shall face the entire light heavyweight division. At least those who can be spared from more important matters, such as getting their wrestling gear cleaned. This is your opportunity, Governor. Prove your philosophy is true. Prove that you have not simply been wasting my time. Governor versus the light heavyweight division in a gauntlet match. Now, back to business. This is not a very comfortable chair. The AWL World Tag Team Championship shall also be defended at Aki Assault. Big Business shall defend their titles against the Wild Pack. No surprise there. Moving on to the undercard. Matt Classic shall have a one-on-one singles competition. Wait a minute. One-on-one singles match. Isn't that redundant? Okay, whatever. Matt Classic versus Mr. Kennedy. Now, I want to clarify that there is only going to be a limited amount of time that the Mr. Kennedy car shall be available for me to book in the AWL, because the AWL respects contracts. And should Mr. Kennedy sign an exclusive contract either with Mr. Vince McMahon's World Wrestling Entertainment or Miss Dixie Carter's Tits and Ass Wrestling, I'm sorry, that's what it is. TNA, come on. And they have such a talented roster too. Anyway, should Mr. Kennedy sign an exclusive contract, he will no longer be available to the AWL. Therefore, I am getting these marquee matches out of the way as quickly as possible. So, Mr. Kennedy versus Matt Classic on Click-Per-View should be interesting. Our undercard tag team contest shall be the former AWL World Tag Team Champions Yin and Yang versus the newly minted Technicos, the tag team combination of the Technical Wizard Lee Masters and Mr. Suplex Sammy Nix. And for our opening bout, our bottom-ranked Curtain Jerker match. I had an interesting conversation the other day with Finisher. Yes, I know. But he made a very good point. Speaking about the pale imitation Ric Flair. Check the spelling. he pointed out that Ric Flair has never used the figure 4 leg lock in AWL competition. And he asked me, how can one be a Ric Flair ripoff without using the figure 4? A valid point. So, it has been decided that at Aki Assault, the first match shall be Finisher versus Ric Flair, in something that Finisher calls a fight to the finish. In this match there will be no pinfalls, there will be no submissions, there will be no countouts and no disqualifications. The only way to win is by locking in or successfully executing your finishing maneuver upon the opponent. Therefore, it is a fight to the finish. What? I've heard stupider names in wrestling, come on. Finisher versus Ric Flair, fight to the finish. That is the card for AWL Aki Assault 2009. The program shall be broadcast on All Hallows Eve, October the 31st, or whenever you decide to look it up on YouTube. Once it actually gets posted, I shall place a link to the first match. Ooh, I think right up there. Yes, right over there. Now, about tonight. We have one more match scheduled for this evening. Wonder Kid, in a warm-up match for Aki Assault, shall face Hassan, the tag team partner of the #1 contender American Beater. Should be a enlightening bout, to say the least. This is the AWL Commissioner signing off, and shamelessly begging you to both leave a comment, right down there, it's not difficult, and to enjoy the rest of the show, and please continue to support the Animated Wrestling League. Thank you, and